Hi, my name is Julianna Baggott. I'm a hashtag author, and I'm very happy to be on hashtag where I write. So, this is where I write. This is a window. We go upstairs. One of the fluffy dogs is here to say hello. The other one knows you're here and is hiding. There's lots of Barbies. There's a lot of Monster High paraphernalia, that kind of thing. Come on in. So this is actually my husband's desk, and it's kind of the hub of the house, the middle of the house. I am here a lot, irritating him and frustrating him and asking him what I'm supposed to be doing next, and today that was this. So there's also kids' rooms up here. One of them used to have a sign that said, "Do not disturb." Because it's just an 8-year-old and she reverses the letters adorably, but I think "do not disturb." I don't know, there's something fitting about that. And here's the other little doggy, super cute, shy rascal she is. Okay, let's see. So, brilliantly, oh, there's one thing. Up here is where I keep, there's some family photos. This is actually the photo that was, these characters are in my next novel, Harriet Wolfe. Kind of this picture is actually family portrait, but Harriet Wolfe and Epic Clap. So I kind of keep them up here. My grandfather looking, well, like a criminal ever so slightly, and I don't think that's, just incidental. I think that might actually be right. And my uncle, like way back. So I like to keep it intergenerational. I have kids. I have 4 kids actually. So brilliantly, I have put my office right next to the playroom, the upstairs playroom. So upstairs playroom, my office, Dave's office, right here where everything's loud and noisy. My son's an actor, so this is one of my kids' things, because you don't walk into a mother's house without getting bragged at. So I'm bragging at you. This is a head in a box that my daughter made. You can look at that. She's a sculptor. So my kids range in ages. I am overcompensating with throw pillows here. I got nervous, and when I get nervous, I throw out some throw pillows is what I do. So there's a lot of overcompensation here. What is she overcompensating for? I don't know. But I'm doing it with throw pillows. Okay, here we go. So, in all the houses that we've lived in, I have, there's been a mother-in-law suite or something else. We can come over here. Mother-in-law suite or something else. But generally, my office always ends up in the bedroom. I like to get out of bed in the middle of the night if I have an idea and just go right there and write it. So I generally can, from my bed, reach out and touch my desk, which is not feng shui. In fact, nothing you will see here today has anything to do with feng shui. There will be no feng shuiing. So anyway, this I thought I would share. It actually has a bunch of different projects on it. This is one project. Here, this is another. This is a failed project right there. I gave up on that one. That one died right around Act 2. That means Act 2. You can see I didn't get very far in Act 2. It stopped right about there. And the rest of the line goes on, going, haha, don't know what that is. And then different chronologies and other things that I was working on. So a number of different projects here. Anyway, I used to have like butcher block paper, or then I went to the kids' IKEA roll, of paper from their art things. And now, sadly, I couldn't even find any of those. So obviously this has been up since about Christmas time. And in some desperation, I basically, ripped old Christmas wrapping paper and taped it to the wall backwards. So, let's see, without saying too much mess, not too much mess, I mean, it's so horrible. This is evidently where I keep my shoes. I kind of take them off, and they just stay there. So, up here, an array of books. I mean, all different kinds of books. I have Road to Wellville, empathy exams. I mean, like, very fun. I have flawed dogs. Like kid books will be over here. Some Margaret Atwood and Lehane and The Darkest Rising. Some poems. Got James Hogue's, one of my favorite collections from way back. The Stolen Car. I've got a Nelson Mandela book that we stole from another child. Alexander McQueen and a dead face-down Barbie. That's what's going on right here. Very inspiring. So, this is where I write. Let's see. I thought maybe I would read a little bit from the book that's coming out. I mean, the tiniest bit. And, let's see. I think that one of the things I'm kind of self-aware of as I do this tour, not only that we actually cleaned up real hard, and that I am not being honest at all, because I do not wear makeup. I don't blow dry my hair. I don't wear clothes. I don't, these shoes, they're off because they're off. I don't have a chair. I don't know if you're noticing, but I actually don't have a writing chair even. I have a writing stool. We moved into this house not long ago, but like 8 months ago, like long enough for me to have gotten a chair. But this is a stool that one of the kids painted at their school, Cornerstone, and so I sit on a stool. Let's see. I love that the weight is here because it kind of says, oh yeah, sometimes when I'm thinking, I'm working out, and I don't know that it's ever happened. I don't know why this weight is here. I do not lift weights while I'm thinking. I do hydrate. The lotions you see, absolutely true. If I am bored, I do hydrate. So, let's see. The self-critical is what I'm aware of. That's what I'm most aware of. That everything is a complete disaster area, and we're not even showing you, like, the darkest corners of this very room, and there's some really dark corners. Don't. Anyway. But, I'm aware of that. I'm coming off as self-critical. And I can really say that there is one reason. I can get it down to one word why the self-critical comes so easily. And that is sisters. Just sisters. That's it. I mean, people who have sisters will understand why sisters is the answer to everything. Older sisters, that's the two-word answer. Older sisters. So no offense to my lovely, lovely sisters who have, if they would even lower themselves to watch this, which they never will. They're way too busy. I'm the youngest. Who gives shit? They would hopefully not be insulted. But anyway, let's see. Harriet Wolfe is the story of a reclusive writer. I am incredibly jealous. There's a lot of wish fulfillment in this for me. In writing this book, I would love to be a recluse. I wear my pajamas generally, my bathrobe. I stay in the house, the kids come, and it's loud and it's noisy, and that's the environment that I like to write in the most. Anyway, yeah, so she's a reclusive, famous author, and before she died, she supposedly wrote the 7th book, and her family is trying desperately to possibly find out where that book might be. But at the same time, you're kind of getting her story, which is it's like the course of pretty much the 1900s. She's born in 1900. So this is a little bit from 1913. She's being raised in the Maryland School for Feeble-Minded Children, this is 1913. And then I stepped into the laundry, and for the first time I saw Epit Clapp. Amid sheets and shirts, starches billowing like the dust of willows. He was pink and shining in the gusts of hot air, the stink of lye. He was alone amid the frail wicker and canvas laundry baskets, the abandoned rickety ironing boards, and he was cranking the wringer, a hefty machine that stood in the middle of the room like a large bony horse. His shirt sleeves were rolled up to a tough knot at his small bicep. It had been raining, so the sheets and small dresses, pants, and shirts hung from indoor lines. The air was damp and hot, his shirt was pasted to his back, and he was aglow. We were the only ones there. I coughed loudly. He lifted his head. "What do you want?" he asked. This was the first time I've ever wanted anything, and though I had no name for the feeling. He looked at me across the large, fogged room, and I was made real, incarnate. It was as if I was being seen for the first time. This was my birth, and I was silent, as I had been for my mother. Eppet walked over and took the bloody sheets. Are you the one from Stump Cottage? I nodded. Why are you looking at me like that? Never seen a boy in the laundry? His eyelids fluttered with a hesitation in his speech, as if the words were hung up for a moment and his lids could force them down and out his mouth. I'm not looking at you, I said, looking at him. I got here not long ago, and Doc Brummis put me in here. Steam's good for me. I have wings. Wings? I asked, and I thought of him in flight. Wings? He looked confused. Did I say wings? You said wungs. I meant lungs, weak lungs. Then he muttered, I get nervous, and put words together. Oh, wungs, weak lungs. Are you nervous? He didn't answer. You could work for us, you know that? But I said. They're switching people around, and we need help here. You could scrub these bloody sheets yourself. He looked at me, his head cocked, his face sweet and damp, the bleeder of Stump Cottage. I like you. Why, I asked. No one had ever stated that they liked me. I don't usually like people, but when I do, it sticks, he said. And this was how the miracle worked. Now I was born. We scrubbed laundry together on washboards in large metal tubs held by a cloud of steam. So it's available for pre-order, and what I've done, which was really fun to do, I created these letters that are letters to a young writer, and I wrote them, but I wrote them in Harriet Wolf's voice, and then I thought, well, who would she write them to in her era? Who would be the young writer? And I decided that it was Flannery O'Connor. So I have young Harriet Wolf writing letters to young Flannery O'Connor, but actually the advice in the letters are things that I say to people. They're part of the lectures I give on craft, on how I write while not writing, on how I write so much. I think this is like my 21st or 22nd book, somewhere, 23rd book, somewhere in there. So how I end up writing so much, my process, which doesn't look so great, I know, over there. But anyway, if you pre-order the book, I can send a link. I'll tweet it so you guys know about it. But anyway, if you go to Bridget Asher, that blog spot, I don't know, you find it places. So hopefully you'll find it. We can send you pre-order, and we send you the letters. I don't know if there's anything else, Dave. Is there something I'm forgetting? Not really. Do you want them to see you? You're so adorable in your Red Sox hat. It's so awful. That Red Sox hat is just, it's just been through a lot. It's been through an awful lot. So I'm just going to describe him. He's wearing his brownish cords, his hustle shirt, like a team hustle shirt, that might have vaguely something to do with CrossFit. He is fit. I'm just cross. He has on these dwarfsy glasses and this really disgusting Red Sox hat. So I think that's it. All right. Well, thank you. It's been really fun. I will tweet back at you when I see what you tweeted me, if anybody tweeted anything. Bye.